Release all judgment of self and come back to your own emotional safety, sitting and knowing, understanding you have great power within you. You are magical, and not in a sense of, how can I say, potions and divinations and conjuring up. Nah, I'm not talking about that. You yourself are the power. You yourself hold so much within you. Imagine the thought of thinking positive, letting go of all the negative, letting go of all the things that were, the powers that were, the bull crap that held you for so long. The negative thoughts, the negative emotions, all of that, let it go. If you think positive and transmute all of that energy, that anger, that resentment, that hurt, that pain, and let it go, let go of the judgment, transmuting it into greatness, you'll see how far you can go. The moment that you think negative, you see how suddenly, boom, everything shifts and your day goes, oh fuck. Excuse my language, but don't. And when you're happy and you're just vibrant and you're just flowing, it feels magical, it feels mystical. Everything starts working out in your favor because everything is always working out for you. You create so much love to the world with the love, the integrity, the beauty, the passion that you hold within. Why do you cause yourself to suffer carrying burdens that are not yours? Think about this. Sometimes, before we come to this physical plane, we don't know because we don't remember. We're in the transition of remembering. We may have signed contracts as the stars above and said, oh, Immaculate Spirit, that's the family I want. That's where I want to go. And sign a contract where in this lifetime, you chose to be good. Maybe in your past lives, you were not so good, or vice versa. That's why we incarnate to come back and learn lessons. You know, I read somewhere, I'm going to go off topic real quick, but it may bring you some understanding for those who pick up what I put down. I read somewhere, there's sometimes, many of times, where there in past lives were people who murdered others and may have come back in this lifetime and now they were murdered. You see how that works? It's just a lesson, a show to you what, and as I spoke, I just seen something just shine on the right hand side of me. Be mindful, right? Think about who you are here. Like if you had toxic members in your family, a toxic parent, someone who you felt, man, they didn't love me. They were so miserable and blase bullshit, right? You think when they cross over, they're going to turn into these beautiful angels and, no, they're going to see darkness. They're going to hear screaming. They're going to feel that inferno. However, they will also feel the true love and true light and the truth. And they would have to make a decision. Do they want to stay in that low vibrational energy? Or when they come back and incarnate, would they want to come back and actually love? Because they already seen that hell. They already seen and felt what it truly was to really, really love and truly, truly hate. We think we have it here. Yeah, we feel like, wow, so much hatred, there's so much this, there's so much that. But it takes us to change things. It takes us to speak up. It takes us to make that change. But there's so many people who are afraid. They'll speak a good gab. They have the gift of gab. They actually don't make the move. Stand in your power. Continue to protect yourself. Continue to cut those cords. Continue to cut contracts where what no longer serves you. And if it's meant for you to carry the burden of your ancestors, I believe that they gave you that torch because it was you that they chose. You signed that contract to say, I'm going to do and I'm going to fight as best as I can. I'm going to take this baton and I'm going to run with it. I'm going to heal the generational past, but it's really from your set portion, from where you stand now. You're healing that. Your ancestors live within you. That bloodlines runs within you. It runs so deep. So it's meant much healing that one has to do within themselves. But you know what you're healing? You're healing that generational trauma. You're healing for the generation to come and those to come thereafter. Your great-great-grandmother and generations of the past carried the children that you bore now. So if you notice, your mother may have suffered, your grandmother and your great-great-grandmother may have suffered while you were being created and were being held in your mother's womb, in your mother's portal. You came out and you're a light. However, you thought when as you started remembering as a child, you were, imaginary this, and you were just free and flowing and just a light bearer. And they implanted in you quickly that scarcity, that, toxicity and all these things because that's what they were used to. So you started carrying that burden. But within you, something within you as a child, you knew that it wasn't right. And as you get older and start remembering and start healing and start seeing clearly, something snaps. And you move forward accordingly. You move forward in your power. You start to stand on your boundaries. Start to stand on your 10. Because you know behind you, oh boy, you got so much, so many. They're watching you. They're cheering you on. They're wiping your forehead from the sweat. They're wiping your tears like, you got this, mama. You got this, king. Don't give up. They're like little children with their hands on their chin, like they're doing it. They're freaking doing it. And for those like myself who lost a child, they're watching you. Make them proud. Because they chose you to be their parent. If they listened or didn't listen, if you lost them at a very early stage, or you lost them later in life as a mom, as a parent, as a leader, stand up. Make them babies proud. Them star seeds are cheering you on. They didn't believe that you were transforming. They thought you was in this dark pit. And now they see the truth, that everything that you have told them, everything that you were transforming into was the truth. And all you wanted was better. And I speak from experience, man, from a mother who hurts. I know my baby looking at me like, damn, fuck this lady. Yo, I just hear him laughing now like, yo, mama, you bugging. You wild. But everything I told him before he transitioned, I try to protect him, but God said, step out the way, because both of you know what's going to happen. We're just preparing you. Can't get mad at that. And whoever hears me, and I told my story to that was close to me, they looked at me weird. Like, yeah, she done lost it. I ain't lose it. I ain't lose it. There was one, quickly, and then I'm going to get off. There was one person that looked at me, and I was like, I'm going to be all right. It's not that I didn't love my child. It's not that I didn't try my hardest. I did the best as I could as a mom. But I'm going to be all right. I'm going to suppress this. People going to take my kindness for weakness. They're going to use me right now because I'm at my lowest. And she looked at me. She said, girl, I wish I was like you 20 years ago when I lost my son. It took me this many years to be where I am now, and you're already there. You're going to be all right. I know it. I believe it. I know that you're going to be good. So anyone who try to play me and think I ain't see you through the darkness, I saw you clearly. Remember those that said she can't see? She don't know. I saw you. And I thank you for showing me exactly who you were. And on that note, I shake my brothers and sisters. And I hope that you take this message and it touches you. Trust me, continue the cord cutting. Continue to release them. You'll be all right. Even those, let me say this, even those who have transitioned and that have like a hold on you, and you see yourself in toxic patterns, and you know or remember them and what they used to do before they left. Cut those cords with them. Let them go. Let them know that they have to go into the spiritual realm. They no longer serve a purpose in your life. They're holding you back. Continue to fight. They're going to be yelling. They're going to say no. You're going to tell them you got to go. You have to go. You need to release me. You need to release my siblings. You need to release my mom. You need to release the family. We no longer do that over here. And start protecting your family. Start protecting those who are younger than you. Start protecting those in spirit. Declare and decree. Hold your power and authority. And let them know, you want to watch me, you can watch me from the spiritual realm, but I don't need you to be over here. I don't need your attachments. I don't need that negativity. Go and choose your path, but you no longer serve a purpose on this earth. You got to go. And on that note, I say, latest.